So we've had a 1 minute warning, guys, so, get excited.
Apparently how films are coming. It's going to be awesome.
I've drank way too much of this bubbly water. God, my stomach.
2 more over there. Looking at you.
30 seconds. Keep looking. All the way through the show.
Right,
okay. Is everyone alright with me looking over here for an hour? It's exciting.
It's tense.
10 seconds.
10.
Jeez, this is tense. It's like launching a rocket.
Just start screaming.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody.
Hello everybody. Hello live stream. Where's the camera for the live stream? Is it
Right.
Is it over there?
Okay.
Hello.
Right, so...
Hello live stream. How you doing?
On the
Hello.
internet.
Right, we always will tend to start and wrap things up with a particular little phrase that hopefully you guys may have seen in our series that we wanted to kind of start with. So, like, we usually say good day, and if we could do that and then you guys could say it back, we think that'd be
So we haven't met yet, right? It's a gentlemanly greeting. So we haven't seen each other yet.
So we'll go
like,
good day, and then you guys...
Good day, and then you say it back. So
Yeah,
let's
basically.
count it in.
3,
Should we count?
2, 1. Good
Good
day.
day. Lovely.
Lovely.
Amazing.
Right, so we're Hat Films. To my right is...
Ross Hornby, a.k.a. DJ H3 Max. Thank you. You're too kind, all of you.
And to my left is...
I am Chris Trott, a.k.a. Trottimus. Thank you. And to my right...
Hi, I'm Mal Smithy, a.k.a. Smith.
And we are the genius that is Hat Films.
Titled by Lydia.
Thank you very much to the kind people that titled it. But
Honestly, though, it's a great privilege to be on this stage. So thank you very much to Lydia and Mojang for giving us this
and to
hour.
you guys, who, of course, the main reason we're actually even here. Lydia
Yes.
took some convincing. But So, I mean, you've seen our Minecraft trailers before, is that right?
The update ones are at 1.7.
What's everyone's favourite?
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Mine's
Yeah.
1.7. Okay. That's good.
I mean, the intro yesterday, how'd you guys find that? Was that okay? Yeah?
Awesome.
It was a long one.
Yeah,
The doors
that-
were loud.
Yeah, doors.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and
Really
the
loud.
smashing of the potions as well.
Yeah,
God,
very
it's
loud.
like being shell-shocked or something.
That wasn't my fault.
Woke everyone up there. That's important.
Yeah, so again, thanks to Mojang for giving us that opportunity to make that intro. We love making all of the trailers for everything. It's a great opportunity. That was probably the biggest project, the intro one, wasn't it? I mean, how long did that take?
Well, a whole week. Normally we do it in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Because we only have 2 days. But we were lucky to get a week. So we managed to squeeze it all in, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. So
Yeah.
So, let's travel back, shall we,
Journey
ladies and gents?
Journey with us.
Journey
History.
back. With the time when...
Transition.
Yeah. Should we say how we started out?
I guess so. Yeah. I guess
So,
that's
Hat
important.
Film sort of began
Start
at
at uni.
uni, when we were slacking.
Yeah, we were just bored and thought, why do coursework when you can play Minecraft, which
There's a
just
lot of
came
work.
out in alpha.
Me and Ross went to university together.
Yeah.
Smith was at a different university, because we didn't want to be near him.
Yeah.
Well, literally, I was
Well,
in,
they
I
were
was in
fri- they
another
were friends
country,
before, just
so yeah. So yeah, I knew Chris before, and then these guys
Fortunately.
met, and then I came to visit, and I met Ross there as well. But yeah, I mean, these guys did. I mean, we get quite a few questions about what we did at uni, so go through that.
Yes, me and Ross did a television and film production course at university. It was in Portsmouth. It's a good course, and we learnt a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
It gets you in the frame of mind of like, okay, I want to do this. Can I finish now so that I can actually do it?
Yeah, right, yeah.
So we were in our 3rd year, and we were doing essays, and then Minecraft came along, and we didn't do essays.
Yeah, we stopped. We stopped those essays and thought, well, we'll just spend all night playing Minecraft.
And Smith
as
joined in.
most of you have probably experienced.
Yeah, and then I got a Skype call from these guys, because we played a few things before together just for fun. They're like, oh, have you heard of Minecraft? And I'm like, no, I haven't actually. And they're like, oh, you should try it. And we went on, and then we just started building things. And I think the first thing I decided to do, which I really regretted at the time, was build a railway under a sea. and I didn't realise how long things took, and I was literally there for about 6 hours.
Didn't you build a diving bell?
Yeah, and a diving bell, yeah.
I was like, what the hell are you building? And you're like, oh yeah, it's a diving bell. I was like, oh, okay.
I was like, I'm going to build a railway under like a channel tunnel, essentially. And then we just never used it. And then
me and Trot built the 2 towers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I tried to build the
Lord
mines
of
of Moria
Oh God, that was ridiculous.
single-handedly.
Single-handedly
Never
building the mines. And we're like,
Like 1-to-1 scale.
until we found online that there was one much bigger, and we're like, wow, we're not building that.
Yeah.
Stop building. Stop digging there. It's just a waste of time.
But then we realised that there was some YouTube videos like Sea Nanas.
Yeah.
Does anyone like Sea Nanas? He was awesome.
His introductory ones were amazing, and we were just like, well, you know, this is something we could probably do. Like, if we combine like the stuff we learned from our TV course, like with editing and stuff, we could just record it and see how it goes.
And we were dabbling with YouTube beforehand. We put up a controversial video.
Yeah, Dr.
About Jesus.
Trot, he was dressed up.
I was dressed up as Jesus, all right, and there was some guns involved.
And it's just
Don't Google it.
It's very green screen, isn't it? It's got some nice effects work on it.
Yeah,
It's all right.
One of our first, it's still up there. So.
You can find
Still
it.
controversial.
Still, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, like, yeah, you guys had that grounding, and then I did PR and media at uni, which I mean, it's useful definitely, but I played a lot of computer games basically. Just used to play. I played
Wasn't
games.
your actual final thing on World of Warcraft?
It was actually, I did my dissertation on the role of play and its representation of the individual. So like how people are represented. There was some big plague in World of Warcraft, and like it was kind of a study of how some people wanted to spread it, so they're a bit destructive. Some people wanted to help. And I mean, like I'm a firm believer that like games are a really interesting way to explore like what people are. So I mean, we all are, aren't we?
What mark did you get on that?
It's like a 2-1.
So
We got first, by the way.
Yeah, we got first.
we got first, which is the top mark.
I got a first in life, okay?
But either way, regardless of university, we decided to give YouTube a go.
Yeah, pretty much, and went full force with just like putting videos out every day with like Forsaken Lands.
Forsaken Lands.
So, which was, you know, when you watch it now, it's like terrible audio quality because we were just using like little headsets from like our iPhones.
And when you
It's just
examine
like,
the map as well, like
yeah.
it's like, oh, it's a giant wall, it's empty.
Do we even have it? I don't think we have a clip of it.
Yeah, let's have a look at the clip if you've got it.
Oh, I don't know.
There should be one in there.
Come on, man.
Let's search.
And if
Oh, that's dangerous. That is very dangerous. It's doing a search.
Searching for
it's
Forsaken.
not his computer, but
Oh, okay.
Don't have it.
Don't
You
have
just have to
it.
YouTube it.
You just
Sorry.
have the YouTube, it's all on there. But yeah, basically we were using headset mics and
It's terrible.
Audacity and
Yeah.
ScreenFlow, was it?
yeah,
ScreenFlow
we
from
actually
Mac.
used that for a long time still, anyway. Like, but
We
just
we
upgraded
both
our
had
mics.
Macs, didn't we? And Mike couldn't play Minecraft that well, so it was all
Yeah.
recorded from Ross until like episode 6, where Smith burnt down a house that we built.
Yeah.
We spent 6 episodes building a house.
Hey.
And then he burnt it down. So it all started from there, really. And then after episode 6 is when we really started playing with editing and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Is when we thought, okay, talking over a game is fun, and there's 3 of us, which is cool. There's a bit of a dynamic there. But let's actually incorporate our skills as some
Yeah.
sort of editing, and incorporate like.
I think that's what
top right-
Minecraft, that's the good thing about Minecraft is the fact that, you know, it's an open world, so you can pretty much create anything in there. You can kind of just build sets without, like, worrying about cost or, like, well, obviously there is some time involved, but you can be really imaginative, and we kind of used that to our advantage,
Yeah.
and, had the whole world and, you know, could be the camera and stuff like that, so that's kind of where we started.
Yeah.
So with that, we then moved on to time lapses. Like we thought, oh, let's build some stuff and just have the camera generally sort of gently pan, using like
Yeah.
very soft touches on the keys and stuff like that.
Like
Before
stack
any
of
like
pound
awesome
coins
mods.
just to hold it there.
Yeah, I mean we use Cam
yeah.
Studio a lot of the time now, don't we?
At
Yeah.
the time, time lapses were sort of on YouTube. We saw that no one had really done video time lapses properly. We've seen like 1 or 2, but there were people that had just got still shots of like in progress, like me building a bridge, and they had like a shot of 1 block, and then about 10 hours later, I guess they had half a bridge, and it just showed slideshows. And we thought, why not actually like speed up footage and show the whole
Just go for it,
process?
yeah.
So we actually have the time lapses that were eventually emailed to Carl.
Which
We'll
is
tell
the
you
kind
why.
of the beginning of.
With awesome
Bear in mind,
itty music.
you've seen Far UK stuff nowadays,
Yeah.
right?
This was
There we are.
pre-Fire
Yeah,
UK.
they're at the back over there.
They stole our
They took-
idea.
Time lapse is not
and
our
did it
idea.
infinitely better. But
yeah,
yeah, we're still proud of them in a sort of school, like preschool kind of way.
We tried. Marshmallow. Show me the marshmallow one.
Gone?
No? Yeah.
Okay. So which one do you want to see? We got Marshmallow Keep. The one that's a cake.
Well, show the marshmallow.
So,
the marshmallow one is the one that Carl saw from Mojang. This is what kind of, yeah.
Mind, this is, you know, very early on in Minecraft's legacy.
Is this set up with audio?
Is this? I think it's got audio. So here we go. This is Marshmallow Keep. Can we get sound on this? Sound okay? Let's try again.
Oh god,
Yeah, right. That
it's
was
like
dancing.
hardcore.
That was hardcore. Well, that's probably not. So yeah, the idea was we did a little time lapse. We also make most of the music ourselves. Sorry for that one.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you can hear that, it's like a hardcore version of like that. But dun, 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 dun,
I did that quite a lot with the time.
Oh man, it's just everything to full on that, isn't it?
It was we did little time lapses like that, and then we started to worry, didn't we, Ross?
What do we worry about?
Good question, Ross.
What were you worried about?
We were worried about copyright.
Oh, God,
on
yeah,
YouTube,
yeah.
because we were uploading Let's Plays and things about a game which we didn't own. And we were thought, okay, is there a problem here? And we are stupid enough to not go on the website and see, it's perfectly fine to upload videos. We didn't go on that website.
It was only because of the TV course we did. They like drilled it into you that obviously you can't really use any copywritten content, music and stuff like that in any video that you put publicly. And so we were just, we were kind of like, are we doing something wrong? And then we thought, well, what's the email? Let's just...
Yeah, so instead of reading the terms and conditions, we decided to email the CEO.
Why not?
So we emailed Carl. We laid out a really nice email saying, hello, is it all right if we put up stuff on YouTube like this crazy dance?
But that was ignored, wasn't it?
Time
He ignored
lapse.
that.
Huh?
He ignored that.
He ignored it for 2 months. 2 months, but then he replied and ignored the question completely. Thanks, Carl. But he came back with an even better response, didn't he? He said, your videos are awesome, and he wants to use them for a conference. I think it was either PAX or
I think it was
E3.
PAX, wasn't it?
I think it was
Yeah,
PAX.
it was one of the PAX ones, yeah.
And they said, we could take your videos and then put together a little montage and use it to promote Minecraft. We said, well, actually, we could do one better than that and make you the whole thing itself, like make it customized for PAX and have like a cool little trailer. He said, amazing, do that.
Yeah.
So we did, and that was made, and he loved it, and they all loved it, didn't they? And they said, and then we had like a back and forth email conversation between us and Carl, and he added us on Skype. It got romantic.
Yeah.
God's sake.
Romantic?
Sorry. But then from there, we actually got round to starting to do and throw the idea that we could do update trailers to promote the new stuff in Minecraft, because for us, like, the Halloween update was awesome because they made, do you remember the Halloween update, the very first one, where they introduced the Nether and stuff like that? They actually had a nice, cool little thing on their website, which is like the Halloween update, which is awesome. But for all the other updates, there weren't really there wasn't much information. And we thought it would be great to have it in video form, like a trailer, like most other games do. So we suggested, why don't we do the next update? And they said, perfect. And they gave us the 1.6 pre-release the day before they wanted the trailer.
That's right, yeah.
So that was the start of the quick turnaround trailers which we made.
Yeah.
So who wants to see the 1.6 trailer.
If you just play in the
very first
background,
one.
that way.
I'll play it in the background, relatively quiet, so that we can talk over it. Bear in mind, it's our first one, and it was done in 24 hours.
Yeah, well, most of them were within
Most
1 or 2
hello.
days.
What's this? Let's open it in something else.
There it is.
Let's open it in QuickTime. So I'll put it about half volume. Full screen.
The world of Minecraft is
So
vast.
that's my voice.
And sometimes
I was using an iPhone
get
microphone
stranded.
for this.
At like 4 in the morning.
That's
Oh,
a
that was
That's
bullshit
Ross's
reference.
voice.
Some may never see the friends
Castaway
again.
reference.
I'm a lonely
So we start to use cinematic shots, and there's been paper thrown on
Until
it.
now.
I know. I'll make a map.
As you can tell, the audio there is still not
Alright.
incredible, was it?
I'm out of paper. Shall I
I
come down?
Well-
jokes weren't the best either.
That actually came out quite organically because we were having to do things like that, like have somebody literally throw the paper. So we
Starlight.
decided to sort of introduce that as kind of like a meta sort of thing. So sort of have that whole like set breaking and fourth wall, was it?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, these are the film grabs. Turn it back up.
Turn down shot. Come on.
I'm on my way,
talk.
pumpkin.
So yeah, we're showing off the map. So it was basically the idea from the very start was to okay, let's take all the new things and form some sort of narrative. Let's make the trailer actually interesting instead of we've got maps, we've got long grass. This is how we promoted long grass, which is introduced in 1.6.
Documentary style.
The process with all of this, with all of our trailers, we just sit down and literally just talk for an hour and just be like, right, I've had this.
What the
idea.
hell can we do
Yeah,
with
yeah.
long grass?
Yeah. And usually the first couple of ideas get laughed at or just generally insulted.
I can't believe you're
Yeah, that's
thinking of that
awful.
idea. What is that idea?
But I mean, we all have similar tastes. Like, it's important that people you're working with kind of share your humour, I think, and you can bounce things around. I mean, that's a huge strength of ours that we're really lucky to have. Like, there's 3 of us. I mean, there's a lot of content creators out there who are on their own, which is a really difficult task to know whether what you're saying is funny or whatever. But yeah, we obviously are British, so things like the David Attenborough style feel to the long grass, like here's got some long grass.
Look at it.
Just stuff like that. Like what we watch, I mean, we're kind of like Monty Python style, sort of like, Blackadder, all that sort of stuff. Like, we'd love to aspire to anything like that. Yeah, really awkward, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Which
yeah.
doesn't work for everyone, but it was all right.
Yeah.
Did you like the 1.6 trailer? Was it when it first came out? Okay. What about the 1.7 trailer when we did that one? I think we
decided to do something different for that one, to literally have it all on one track and literally just have it all in one shot. We thought, yeah, that'd be fine, that'd be easy. But obviously, we thought, well, that's gonna be a bit boring. Why don't we spice it up?
Good day, Minecrafters. The 1.7 update is here, and we've got shiny new.
He's owned a Mac for I don't know how many years, yet he didn't think to turn the volume down.
Yeah.
So basically with this, we were thinking, well, the nature of this update is quite mechanical, quite machine-like, so we thought if we could have one long shot, I mean, talk about
The Pistons were a pretty big deal, so
huge deal.
I mean, if you were doing the track at the time.
Watch out for those
I was doing the run. Like, we were leaning because we didn't have any there wasn't any camera mod at that time.
So
Also,
yeah,
it was a fresh download.
Yeah, everything we do usually involves using a vanilla client, so no mods are usable at all. So we have to do everything within the world. The only modification we can usually make is texture packs. So, for example, I think Trot, you were the camera at this point. Were you the camera?
Yes. So I was doing this long track, and we had to think of a way to make the camera stable, because as we know, if you're using a mouse, it's very juddery unless you're using machinima cam, which is what we were doing. We wanted a single shot to go all the way through, like a Rube Goldberg machine style, to show off what Pistons could do all in one, and show off in the background like how you make them. And the way we made the camera be smooth and sort of the same speed as the guy running was to get a load of glass in a line, and also a load of glass as a wall, so it's like an L shape, which I pressed my back up against in the game and slightly tilted the mouse to the left, so I was pushing up against the wall and moving backwards very slowly. And in order to get rid of the glass that I could always see on the floor on the left-hand side, I had to modify the texture pack to make glass completely invisible. So there's a bit of customization to get the camera work looking nice, so there's a few creative difficulties and challenges to get over to make sure that it looks nice.
The main difficulty was actually building it all, though, because we actually we'd only just got pistons. Like, we were literally given it before anyone else, and we were like, well, what do we do? We didn't even know how to make them. Like, they didn't tell us how to make them, and we were like,
So just in the craft window.
do we just like, can we go into creative mode? Creative mode wasn't there, so we were like, okay, well, obviously we didn't even know about it, so
we were literally trying to get the recipe. Like, well, it's not wheat.
yeah, we didn't have a number for it, so.
Well,
Yeah.
what
I don't-
shape
how did
would
we
it
do it? I
be?
think we spent like a good hour trying to work it out. That's like, we literally spent a long time trying to work out how to make them, and then once
It's not
we did,
glamorous. It's not a glamorous lifestyle.
and then once we did, we were literally just like giving ourselves all the materials for them, making them, and then just like going crazy with like setting
worst
them up and
bit-
figuring out redstone, which we didn't know
The
about.
worst bit was
either.
easily that 1.7 thing at the end.
The wall, yeah.
Wow, that was
When it pushes
ridiculous. The redstone behind that wall. Have you seen the behind the scenes of this video?
It's an
complex,
absolute
like-
mess. It's not optimized at all.
I think if someone who knows what they're doing with redstone will obviously be like, what the hell? What,
What
what is that? What is that
What have you done
monstrosity?
behind there?
But,
But we were proud of it, and
Yeah.
we had the waterfalls coming down and everything, and we think it showed off what pistons could do and how you could take it further from what we did. So yeah, we
What
were
about the
quite-
music as well? The music, like a lot of people love that music. We decided to use it on a lot of our the end parts of our videos because it was quite a catchy little thing.
Yes.
And you made it at like 1 in the morning, or it was later than that. Because I remember us seeing the sunrise and be like, oh yes.
It was delirium. I was completely delirious at this point, and we were making the trailer. We'd finished like recording the track, and it was about 6 or 7 in the morning at this point because it was a 24-hour turnaround for this 1.7 trailer again. And I started making weird Tim Burton-esque music. I was phasing out, just looking at the sun rising. I couldn't tell whether it was the real sun or the Minecraft sun.
Yeah.
I think there's always this element that I think works from even like I guess you'd call a brand point of view, like literally an element of delusion and like maniacism, like in that we literally do go a bit mental.
We have to go crazy.
and it comes through, and I think it works, like because that's kind of, I think that music had a bit of a sort of nutty, like Mad Professor kind of feel to it, like
which enhanced the whole piston, mechanical.
which I think works. Again,
Definitely.
it was kind of, I suppose, just, I guess you'd call it luck,
Yeah,
in a
I
way,
guess so,
that
yeah.
it does work. But I mean, that's an example of how, like, I guess your personality can come through in a way of establishing some sort of feel of what you make.
We really wanted that in our trailers. We wanted it to sort of have that fan vibe, because Minecraft is about the community, and I think that's initially why Carl approached us in the first place to do these trailers and not get someone professional, is because it wouldn't have that quality, let's be honest, of the fan making the game, because we are the people that make the awesome things that are shown and presented at these panels like E3, and I think our qualities as like sort of keeping it real as opposed to doing like CGI awesome trailers with blockbuster Hollywood actors and things like that, it just wouldn't lend itself to Minecraft in its dynamic.
That being said, I think that it is important to see that user-generated content and like this feel of, like you say, made for the fans, by the fans sort of style feeling is important, and I think it works really well. I think that we say, oh, they could have got someone professional, but I mean, truly, who would you go for quick, go to those Minecon trailer making professionals? They just simply don't exist. And it's similar, I mean, like a lot of people, like for example, DICE, I really love the Battlefield trailers that they put out, and they have in-house artists, like 2 or 3 people who literally film them within it. And I think that that's an important thing, and I think YouTubers and people that want to make this sort of thing, there's a huge opportunity there, because user-generated content is becoming like the real way to communicate, because it is real. Like, we had to go through the same things that you guys would have to do when you opened up that update. Like, how do I make these things? And I think that that's probably why Carl saw that it was a great way to do it, because I think it just talks to each other like the community does. So, yeah.
And then from 1.7 we did the 1.8 trailer, and that was a big update. It was the adventure update, so we had lots of new things added, and we thought that we'd take the adventure aesthetic and sort of make it a bit more cinematic.
Do you want to play it in the background?
I'll play it in the background. I'll open it with QuickTime.
I just realised how much stuff we've got on here.
We've got tons.
It's already been half hour.
So this is the 1.8 trailer. We thought we'd really go with our filmic side of things with this one, because there's lots going on.
Yeah, we decided not to be in this one as such with our Minecraft characters, so we thought be a bit adventurous. That's the...
And the music, this is the first time we've really incorporated sort of trailer-esque music where the titles and everything are sort of in queue and in time.
That shot took ages. That was me putting clothes on, and they're like,
Yeah.
"For God's sake, move your mouse fast." I'm like, "Okay." Didn't know about shift click.
Also, like the use of like After Effects, like
Yeah.
for things like the text like being stuck in the space there.
But,
You can program. We'll go into more detail there
Yeah.
in a minute,
but yeah, this is just quite a standard format of trailer. So you have a big build-up, and then you have a montage sequence that builds up hype and intensity to the point where you just literally can't fathom what the hell is going on.
It
You have
also
to pause
it shows everything in there.
It
without,
shows
like-
everything.
I mean, we've managed to get most of the features visibly in there, either in the background or like just literally right in your face.
We will say that we do take quite a lot of cinematic license. Like, for example, the intro video this weekend, we didn't include absolutely everything that's been added simply because we want to show that it's about the things that have been added, but we can't physically fit everything in a cinematic way. So there's sort of a balance there between just giving the feeling of update.
There's a lot of angry commenters. You didn't include this, like a long list. And like, sorry.
Right, so if we rattle on a bit, we did our first live action Xbox trailer. Oh,
Yeah,
was it the Minecraft Pocket Edition was the first live action?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was- yeah.
the Pocket Edition was going to come out pretty soon after this, and we were approached to do a more hands-on look at the game because it's quite hard to actually record the Pocket Edition itself.
Plus, we didn't have any HDMI out or anything like that.
Yeah.
I remember being on holiday. Like, I was on holiday. You were like away, and then you just had to like run down to.
We didn't
Portsmouth
have a
'cause that's the
camera
only way
or
we
anything.
could get a camera. And,
Yeah,
like,
so we had to go back to university and sort of say, can we borrow a camera, even though we're not at university anymore? So I rushed, I did like a 2-hour train ride to this place, got a camera, and filmed our
our
friend
friend
Nathan, his thumbs.
on the toilet as well.
I'll show it in the back.
Oh, we thought like, right, what does this mean for Minecraft? And we're like, you'd be able to play it on the loo. That was like literally we
The
all
one
said
place
it.
you can't take your computer. You can just.
And we're like, are we going to do the loo shot? We're like, yeah, get the
Yeah,
toilet
definitely,
shot.
definitely.
There's his thumbs.
I don't think we had lighting, did we?
No
We
lighting.
didn't even have lighting, so it's kind of very.
Again,
Did
very
we use an
amateurish.
office chair as a
Yeah, a
dolly?
track.
Yeah.
So we didn't have a track. So this shot here was me on an office chair, pulling it back.
with like loads of steady added.
And then we had a bit of footage of like over the shoulder because we couldn't really take footage from the phone itself. It didn't have that option. So this was quite tough. And he couldn't build at all.
He'd never
I
played
had
it
to
Never
build
played
until
it,
now.
so.
So yeah, nice and quirky. I think we've always kept that sort of quirky aesthetic, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like, it's all a bit jovial and jokey, which I think is what they like. I mean, we don't want to take the trailers too seriously.
Yeah.
It's about having fun in the
It's
end.
about having fun. And that was Pocket Edition. They loved that.
So yeah, next up, these guys went over to Sweden. Lucky them. I had to work in my other job. But yeah, you made a pretty hilarious. Again, well, we brainstormed this before you left, didn't we?
It was really rough, and we on the flight there, we were like, have we actually got a solid idea? Like, tends to be like how all of them go. We never really have a solid idea.
I wanted a
And then we're
Nerf
like,
gun
actually, no,
battle
this
for
is kind of
ages. I was like, do Nerf gun fighting. And they're like, how would you do that? I'm like, I don't know, like, get Notch diving across
working.
the room with two
You
guns.
have to play that
Slow
part where he
motion.
says it's here, because we were literally just like, that was a surprise the way. It's here.
I love Jacob. He is fantastic. So this is his acting.
Guys! Oh! It's here! Holy gosh! Wow!
All the guys did their own voices. It was brilliant.
We got them in a room and just said, I'll just say like surprising things.
We let, yeah,
Jeb
one
says,
by
holy
one.
gosh.
So the idea for this trailer was to sort of give it that 90s early Nintendo Entertainment System retro tacky feel. So we also had a really bad camera, so we thought, let's really make it tacky.
Let's go to town with the bad effects.
Yeah. So we
And also
brought
the
down the
contrast
colours.
between like their excitement and how slow paced the game is. Like,
Yeah. We wanted that juxtaposition. It's like they're just digging in a wall, but they're so happy about it.
we'd only just met them like 10 minutes before filming all this,
Yeah.
so like it was like they worked really well.
Absolutely
Carl.
terrified. But yeah, again, like as you can see, the kind of humour that we like to go for, like this sort of like, yeah, I guess you call it Monty Python.
But the guys at Mojang have the same type of humour as well. So it's just.
Yeah, so
So, yeah.
might be there, yeah.
I mean, Notch loved the idea when we told him about it. He said, "Yeah, let's go to town with it," and we did.
We were very happy that Microsoft said, okay, let's put on the.
Yeah,
I think they were.
They
The
were
most-
hesitant about putting that on the Xbox Live, but
I think
Rob said
at one
do it.
point they were like, I can't believe they let us do that. Like, but that's the brilliant thing about Minecraft.
got away with it.
Yeah,
It was literally a whole trailer taking the mick out of
Pretty
the
much.
game. It's like these,
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
so
And they
let's
played along. So.
swiftly move on.